thank you for liking and subscribing and staying tuned to my channel. Actually, I haven't been anywhere this month. It's been a slow month. I guess the holiday season is over and no one's really traveling in January. I just had 2 trips this whole month and it's like I think today's the 18th of January. And those 2 trips were just turns, so it was go one place, come right back. Very uneventful. I've been sitting in the crash pad for days. I had a trip this morning. Well, I had airport standby, which means I stay at the airport, and if someone calls out or sick, I'm like the first person they use if they need somebody real quick. So I had that at 5:30 in the morning, and then they gave me a trip that didn't leave till 10 a.m. and I came right back. I didn't even work the last leg back. I didn't. I just sat like a passenger, deadheaded. Anywho, let's get to it. The vlog I'm doing is going to be a series, so there's going to be a part 1 and a part 2 to it. So this is part 1, and let's begin. This is going to be a very interesting vlog. It's called What They Don't Tell You About Flight Attendants. So let's start. Number 1, they don't tell you about the pay. Number 1, the pay. Flight attendants only get paid for when they leave. No, when the aircraft can't even speak. When the aircraft door closes and when it opens. Yes, I'm showing off my nails. So when it closes and opens, we don't get paid for being at the airport. We don't get paid for sitting at a delay with you. We don't get paid for weather when we can't even leave because it's snowing or we're day icing, or we only get paid for flight time. So flight time is basically when the brakes from the aircraft are no longer installed. So take the brakes out, start moving. Once the aircraft start moving, then the money starts calculating. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So if it's only a 2-hour flight, I only get paid for 2 hours. Okay, so we do get paid per diem, which is not even $1. So like we can be sitting at an airport. I mean, it's not even like $2, like $1 something, and that's barely nothing. Okay, so when your flight attendant is stuck on a delay with you, or there's weather, or the plane's not moving, they're not getting paid, so they want to move too. No one wants to keep you on a plane. We all want to go home. Honestly, we all want to go home or get to our layover. We all want to be stuck in a metal tube. Unless that's your thing, and if it is, so be it. Okay, number 2, reserve. Reserve is very tricky, and each company has a different reserve system. I can only speak for the company I work for. So our reserve system is basically if you're junior or new, you're going to be on reserve. And reserve is coverage. That's the only way I can make it simple. So people who are senior line holders know where they're going. They know what time their trip is leaving. They know the destination. They know when they're going to be back. They know their layovers. They bid for all that. Like they all prepare. They do it in a month in advance and they know it. So when they call out or get sick, or when somebody is going over too many hours because we can't work more than a certain amount of hours, then they'll throw a reserve on there. And the reserve coming in doesn't really know where they're going until they get there. Well, they get to the airport, and so if you don't like surprises, this wouldn't be the right job for you. But it's also, I like spontaneity, surprises, new things, new adventures, so it's good for me. So if you do like surprises, it's also good. And the company I work for, they normally give you a 3-hour notice to get to the airport, minimum 3 hours. And they start this new thing where they let you know the night before what you're going to do. So you can prepare, pack, I'm going to Anchorage, Alaska, or Miami, and you need to know how to pack. Yeah, you do. Let's see. Number 3, no sleep. Okay, so this is number 3 and number 4 is combined. It's called no sleep / long days. So we're going to be starting work at different times, different days. So if you're on a 4-day trip, meaning your trip is taking you away from your home for 4 days. The first day you may wake up and start your trip at 5 in the morning. The second day you may start your trip at 7 in the afternoon. So your body has to get adjusted to sleeping in the nighttime, which you're supposed to sleep in the nighttime, and then in the day, which is really hard to sleep in the day when the birds are chirping and the lawnmower is mowing and kids are playing outside. So your body has to get adjusted to just sleep. And I know one flight attendant, he told me, he's been doing the job for years. He told me, when it's your day off, just sleep. Just let your body recuperate, because you will get sick. Your immune system will fail you if you don't get enough sleep. So whenever you have time off, just sleep. And everybody knows a flight attendant's favorite pastime is sleeping. I like sleeping. I mean, when we're on our days off, some of us don't even travel the world. We just sleep. But sleeping is good. Just let your body sleep as much as it can, and then, yeah, you'll be good for the next go round. Okay, and then where am I on number? I'm number 4, I guess, would be long days. So we are obligated to work up to 13 hours for my company. I don't know about other companies. And they can extend that to 16 for company needs. So whatever company needs is, they can extend it to 16 hours. So imagine working 16 hours a day. Happened to me just once. I was exhausted. And I'm a commuter, so I work 16 hours. Let me backtrack. A commuter is somebody who doesn't live where they're based. So I'm based in Denver, but I live in New York. So I worked my 16 hours and I commuted home, meaning I took a flight after working 16 hours. I was a passenger though. I took a red eye home. And yeah, I was like a zombie the next day. But it's the life of a commuter. So yeah, we're obligated to work 13 hours. They can extend it to 16 hours. And that can take a toll on your body. Say you woke up 5 in the morning and you don't get done till like 6 in the afternoon, 7, 8. Yeah, it's a lot. And people expect flight attendants to look like, the bomb. But they had a long day. A lot of us had a long day, different legs, different states, different time zones. Oh yeah, I didn't even get on the topic of time zones. That really affected me. I can be on like West Coast time, and then the next day you're in Central, and then the next day you're in East Coast, and then you're back on West Coast the next day. That I didn't think you can get jet lag for not leaving the country, but you can. You really can. Like, this United States is enough to make me jet lagged. They're like, "Where did you go?" I'm jet lagged. They're like, "Where did you go?" "Oh, California." And they're like, "What?" Like, it was like you went to France or something. But anyway, it's a corny joke. So, training is number 5. If you like a thing, you should have put a ring on it. I know, it goes like this. I'm doing it wrong. Number 5 is training. They don't tell you about training. I can't tell you about training, but what I can tell you is that training will kick your butt. I don't know about you, but I went to high school, middle school, junior high school, elementary school, college. I went to finish college, and all that education was easier than training. Like, my whole college experience was easier than training. Training is stressful, and I'll tell you why. You have to be the mother, the father, the uncle, the doctor, the nurse, the police officer, the firefighter, the lawyer, the judge, everything. You have to be everything that keeps this, community, the civilization civil. You have to be that in the air, because you want everyone to be civil and everyone to be just relaxed. I just want everyone to sleep. That's all I want. But you have to do all those things. Like, they have to teach you how to deliver a baby, how to do CPR, how to operate an AED. You have to know how to save lives. We know how to bandage wounds and make slings for a broken arm out of the tools we have on that plane, how to fight different classes of fire. Like, you will learn a lot. You will even learn stuff about how the plane operates, which I was not prepared for. It just gives you a newfound respect for your flight attendants. Like, they know a lot. They may be pouring your Diet Coke or your Coke Zero, but just know if you fall out, you will live. Something happens to you, you're in good hands. It's not like a commercial. All right. Well, you guys, you better stay tuned for part 2 because this is a series that I'm doing. So part 1 is completed, and you better catch me for part 2 because there's so much you guys don't know, and I'm willing to inform you. I'm willing to let you in. So, I'll see you guys later for part 2. Bye! And don't forget to like and subscribe.